Hi, this is Larry Zorro. Well, I think I started my garden a little too early, but I was prepared. The cold is coming, and here it is. In April, we're going to have an April, not shower, but snow. And it's going to get down to 29 degrees. It's cold, but I'm prepared. But I got everything prepared. I got everything winterized. Yeah, it's like going through a winter. But 29 degrees, it's not that bad. It could kill, it could stunt. So I took precautions. I added some hay on top of my plants. They're under cups, so the cups insulated, and then you got the hay on top of that. And anyway, I kind of went overboard today. I probably spent about an hour and a half just getting it all prepared. Well, I've noticed in the neighborhood, the guy down the road usually gets a pretty good start. He usually starts better than I do. But I guess I'm way far ahead. My garden has been planted for the most part. I just got some hot weather crops to plant. Some watermelon, some squash, and of course, my new favorite, pie pumpkin. I gotta do that. Now I had a bunch of shrub-like plants that I cut them all down and put them in the shredder, and thank God I was able to get it running. All the gaskets in the distributor were kind of flaking off, and so I just bought a tube of that gasket maker, silicon gasket maker, and just made my own gaskets, and it's running pretty good. It may not run as good as new, but it does the job. And I got everything in the garden area. I got it all laid out with wood chips, the little pathways. It looks pretty nice. The second picture I'll show you is how I did it with the cups are inside this hay. There's a glob of loose hay. I had it cut, and one plant I just put hay and then I put a pot over it. Other ones I put hay and then I put a towel or something to keep it from blowing away in case the wind is real strong. You got to get snow. 1 inch of snow tomorrow, and for that to come in from 70 degrees or 69 and 70 degrees coming in, there's got to be a lot of wind change, gusting wind, and some of that hay will probably just blow away. And I'll show you a new picture of a pillar I made today. That's going to be for a pepper plant. It's one on the left. The other is just, I don't know what it is. I think it's a stack of wood that I'm going to use. I kind of cheated this year. Instead of going hay all the way down, I put wood. And it seems it'll probably do insulating job. And it's kind of a tryout. Here I got some kale. I told you yesterday, look at I had flowers on it, but I only showed you the buds. Here's the flower part of the plant. Looks pretty good. Here's some more picture of a towel on top of the hay. And like I said, inside there's a cup. Probably a McDonald's cup. Good for something. And here's another picture of my onion plant I planted the other day. I kind of put more onions in there. And I think, since it's so weedy, can you imagine it? This is what your garden is going to look like in the first of the year. For a lot of us, it'd just be a weed mass, and you'd have to, dig it all up. But in there's onions, and I'm gonna dig it up and then replant the onions, subdivide them. They got about like 3 onions joined together. And here's what I'm going to do. Here's a picture of it. Started it, separating them, taking the weeds out. Oh, yeah, I'm not going to put them in a pillar. And the other plants, here's a good picture of the ones outside the garden. Oh, yes, I'm increasing the size of the garden slowly but surely. These are my radishes. I got some spinach in there. some beets. It's the pillars to the left you can't see. But anyway, it gets a lot of grass and weeds growing up around the pillars. That's why you don't want to grow in the ground. It'd be in your garden. It'll be a mess. But in the pillars, very, very little weeds. You might have a sprig or two. Pull them up. You'll have to bend. If you're an old guy like me, you don't have to bend down to the ground. I shoveled this weedy stuff and then it just kind of bent down, shook the dirt off the roots. But anyway, yeah, you should probably make your garden look good, even though it's not that profitable for pillar gardening because everything's up high. Here's a good picture, probably in with this one, and you can just see, look, that guy likes to, this is not growing outside of the pillar. This is growing around the pillar. This is outside my garden. That's my alfalfa. Yeah, it just takes a shovel to dig it all up. Just like I said, it's not coming out of the pillar. If there is, it might be just a sprig or two coming up from the ground through the wire. But anyway, it's easy to take care of with a shovel, and you pull that all out, and it'll look great again. Maybe put some wood chips. Like I said in my other videos, put some cornmeal in there, and that helps limit the weeds. And a feed, it's really bad soil right there, I could tell you that. I shoveled it, it was hard to get in. Not like in the garden, it's been worked with earthworms. And it's just the soil in there is just so great. In fact, if I had cardboard, I'd put a lot of cardboard around those plants. Those worms, they love cardboard. If you get cardboard, don't burn it. Rip it up, put little pieces or lay it flat. Let the earthworms eat it. It'll decay in a year and it'll be great food for the earthworms. And the earthworms, with their casings, it'll just boost your soil. It'll make it very healthy. It'll make it just fantastic. And that's what the video is, Garden Fantastic or Fantastic Garden, whatever you prefer. This is Larry Zorro. Take care. Bye.